Yo, SojuTalk Nation. On this week's episode, we'll be covering Fuego comebacks from Dreamcatcher, Laboum, Card, and Twice. We'll also be cooking up some spicy news coverage, including the clown fiesta that was the Jungkook dating rumors, a mysterious YG all-hands meeting, 17 strikes gold, and Kyla's Q&A video. So prepare your body, pop that popcorn because Twice got me feeling special. Hit me with that intro. Hey, what's up everyone? This is SojuTalk, your weekly shot at K-pop. We're coming at you with a super spicy episode 53 and we're recording on Monday, September 23rd, 2019. I'm Doug and joining me today we got Warren.
Hey, what's up everybody?
And Anita.
Hello.
And as a quick reminder, please like, subscribe, and comment. Take us on the road with iTunes, Spotify, or your favorite podcast platform. Join the SojuTalk Discord, follow the SojuTalk Instagram, and be a part of the SojuTalk Nation. Links down below. All right, in terms of shoutouts, announcements on shelf this week. The first thing is I want everyone to be sure to check out and subscribe to the SojuTalk YouTube page and check out our other weekly content. So other than the podcast every week, we release 2 videos a week. The first one is called Soju Bites, which is on Monday, where we compare K-pop to food. I know it sounds weird, but you should go check it out. And then on Fridays, we have more of a serious discussion where we take some of the themes from this week's podcast and talk about them in the context of our own lives. So that's called SojuTalk Unfiltered. But on shelf this week, in commemoration of Twice's comeback, we have the original Candy Bong and the Candy Bong Z. Also, I'm wearing a Twice t-shirt.
Dang.
Wow.
100%.
So shout out to Warren because he bought me the original Candy Bong for my birthday a while ago. Candy Bong Z and the t-shirt I bought at the Twice Lights concert at Newark earlier in the summer. So shout out to Twice. Lastly, if any of the members of the SojuTalk Nation use the app Amino, please check out the K-pop girls community. They have been friends of the podcast for a while and one of the primary places we promote SojuTalk. So if you're into K-pop girl group content, go check them out. Shout out to the K-pop girls Amino and to Safi for all your help. Woo! Got through these. We're good.
All right.
This was take number 2 because I messed up the first one. We got it. We made it.
We didn't have to tell them.
It's okay. Now onto the big new releases for this week. So we're going to be covering 4 of them this week. Back on September 18th, Wednesday, Dreamcatcher came back with Deja Vu. On the 19th, we got Laboum with Firework. On the 22nd, Sunday, we got Card with Litty. And today, on September 23rd, Monday, we got Twice with Feel Special. But let's start at the top with Dreamcatcher's Deja Vu. Whew, okay, got that.
You're having trouble speaking.
I'm having trouble today. It might be interesting. I might need Anita and More to hard carry this, but let's go. What did y'all think of Deja Vu?
I liked it.
I liked it too. I didn't hate
it. Slower than I would prefer. Like I think my favorite part was basically the last third of the song because it picks up a little bit more. But overall, I think it's still in tune with their sound, their typical rockish sound.
Yep.
For me, the main thing I got from it is they turned down the metal / rockness a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I appreciated that a lot personally because I often say with Dreamcatcher, their rock style is like a double-edged sword for them. It benefits them because they're so unique, but at the same time, for casual listeners, sometimes their songs sound similar. So I was very thankful for the change up this time. But some background about them: they're from Dreamcatcher Company. They got their own company name. Well, yeah, formerly Happy Face. They debuted in August 2014 as Minx. They didn't have a lot of success, and they rebranded and they debuted again on January 17th as Dreamcatcher. Their last 3 songs were Piri, What, and You and I. They currently have 0 music show wins, but I am praying that tomorrow on Tuesday they win on the show. So shout out to Dreamcatcher. Hopefully by the time you're listening to it, they have won, but we'll have to see. Another thing I want to talk about Dreamcatcher is we made a K-pop girl group tier list a while ago, right?
And that was a long time ago.
Long time ago. We're eventually going to redo it, I think. Maybe after this year.
Maybe.
If I could move some people in it, Dreamcatcher might be at the top of the list.
To move.
I'm not
okay.
We placed them in our lowest tier on the list, which was D. I think they're solidly C, and if they start winning a couple music shows, with the next comeback, they might even be low B.
I mean, I think it really comes down to like their chart performance, their music show award performance, that kind of stuff here on. Because the sound they're coming with is definitely a lot more like approachable for the general public. So
before we move on from that topic, also we should have moved. Well, now that we know Everglow should be probably higher too.
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh yeah,
things have changed.
Things have changed.
That was like almost a year ago, wasn't it?
No.
Half a year ago?
No.
Half a year ago.
Maybe half a year ago. Maybe
half a year ago.
Is it me or does Deja Vu? It's a lot more anime-y than their last songs.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's still on the same line of anime.
Okay.
But I feel like ending. Like we were getting strong, like running through the sky vibes, and I
got Moonlight sword fight vibes, dude. Like running towards the battle with the sword out. That's what I got. I don't know.
I got the sitting around in the ambiguous room with the moonlight shining in kind of vibe, you know.
Okay, I see. Where nothing's moving but the stars in the window or something like that.
Yeah, and the girl and the anime girls or boys are just like, you know.
I kind of feel you.
You know what I mean?
I did categorize this as Moonlight Rock.
Oh.
That was the description I gave it.
Is that a genre?
Is that a genre?
I made it up.
Moonlight Rock?
That's what the song was. But
okay.
Overall, for me, I'm happy that Everglow's getting recognition now because they had been outperforming their level of success.
Did you literally said Everglow just now? Just putting that
Dreamcatcher, sorry.
Both of them.
But in terms of chart performance, Dreamcatcher tops iTunes charts worldwide with their new album Rate of Dream. So shortly after release, the album rose to #1 on iTunes album charts in 9 countries, top 5 in 10 areas, and top 10 in 7 areas, including the United States. Additionally, the title track Deja Vu entered the top 100 on Genie and Soribara, and we reached number 12 on the Bugs real-time chart, making it the girl group's highest chart result to date.
Well, I guess we can hope for something.
I'm gonna say wondering if this response has any correlation to the performance of, I don't remember her name, but one of the members is on V1.
She was on V1.
Yeah, right.
I'm not gonna spoil exactly how she did, but she did well. That's what I'll say.
Okay.
Okay, one thing about the music video, right? I got that it was like Deja Vu, so there was like multiple time things happening. At least that was obvious to me because they would show the same shot, like the people are there, sometimes the other members aren't there. In this music video and the Card Dumb Litty video, we got a lot of swords this week.
Oh,
yeah.
Right? We got a lot of swords this week. I don't know why, but it happened. But, oh, okay. But overall, for me, solid song. Probably one of my favorite Dreamcatcher songs. Do you guys have anything else to say about the song or the music video?
A strong but necessary change.
Okay. What about you, Anita?
It's a change, but it's not something that's completely left field. Like, I still feel like I would recognize this as Dreamcatcher.
For sure.
It's just a little different.
It's like their fancy for Twice, you know, like
yeah.
But now let's move on to the next song for this week. So it's Laboum's Firework, which came out on September 19th, which was a Thursday. So Laboum is from NH Media. They debuted on August 2014. Their last 3 songs were Turn It On, Between Us, and Hui Hui. They got 1 music show win up until this point. Warren has an interesting face going on right now. I'm gonna call you out on that. So, what did you think of Laboum's Firework, sir?
I didn't like it.
Oh, straight up.
I didn't like it.
Why?
Between all the comebacks that we're paying attention to this week, Card, Laboum, Dreamcatcher, Twice, I've listened to this the most. I'm confident. I'm confident that I listened to this and somehow this is the least memorable. I feel like that says something. You know, like there's not like a lot of like things that stand out to the songs to come back to the music video. It just feels very like mediocre.
The song?
It feels like I'm eating rice with kimchi and that's it. Like no like
bro, I like rice with kimchi though.
I mean, but sometimes you want some pork belly, sometimes you want some like doenjang soup in there. Like it just feels like they put something out for the sake of putting something out. That's what I feel right now.
Okay. I do feel though Laboum has been heavily overlooked since one of their members, Yulhee, got pregnant and left the group. Right? I think that's
true.
objective. That is for sure.
Yeah. Yes.
They are still though one of the few girl groups committed to a sexy concept. I applaud them for that because no one's doing that right now. Right? That was like 5 years
True.
ago when Girls'
That's
Day was
true.
around, Tiara, those type of groups. Right?
Yeah.
I do think Soyeon, their main vocalist, the blonde member who sings the choruses, extremely talented. And I did say that I thought that Between Us, which was their last year release, I thought that was the sleeper hit of last year. I remember saying that multiple times to you guys.
Yeah.
They have been crowdfunding a lot of the last promotions they've had,
Right.
which means that their company's lacking money. I don't know how to put this, but I can sort of tell in the music video.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, that crowdsourcing thing, if you go look at the numbers, I don't have the numbers pulled up right now, but if you go look at the numbers, you need way more money, like literally like 20 times more money to make an album. That's the crowdfunding thing is basically their version of like pre-orders and trying to gauge how much albums they need to print out.
Oh well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That has nothing to do with crowdsourcing. It's just crowdsourcing as a
Okay,
label.
well then, if it's not doing the crowdfunding, then
That being said, yeah, it's not. They don't have a lot of money. It's clear.
I don't
The
know
company.
if this is one of those things that once you notice it, it'll kind of ruin it for you. But if you look at some of the choruses, they have the dark room with a fog machine and light machines going on.
Bruh, it's not difficult to notice. And once you notice, it's always there.
Maybe it's a little bit of my fault for comparing them to other companies and groups that are spending tons of money on their music videos. But at the same time, like we review music videos on a weekly basis, essentially, right?
Yeah.
It was quite noticeable to me. I don't know. That was just something that stood out to me a lot.
I mean, at the same time, if you don't have a lot of money, I feel like you should be spending it on valuable resources.
What do you mean
This
by
thing-
that? Elaborate.
Yes.
Like, you need to be spending money on where you need money, not fog machines, not dry ice on the floor. Like, spend that money on, like, getting a better director instead. You know what I mean?
Okay. I mean, I did not. Well, personally, I didn't think I said my take on this song. I did not dislike the song. I thought the song was okay.
Oh, okay.
I didn't think it was as bad as you think. Probably. I quite enjoyed this song. I don't think it's a banger for like in any stretch of the imagination, but I wouldn't say it's a terrible song. What about you, Anita?
I mean, to be honest, I guess maybe I wasn't paying a ton of attention to the music video quality, but I thought it was all right. I just felt quite similar to Warren about not finding the song very unique or memorable in a sense, because I think maybe for Laboum, maybe for the group itself, it's a little bit different, but I kind of preferred their sound from last year.
Okay.
Between Us. Yeah, I feel like
Between
I
Us is
prefer
actually
that.
a lit song, so go check that out.
Yeah. And so I feel like this felt a little bit slower. Maybe they were trying to go like for a more mature sound, like with the sexy concept, but I don't know. I just felt like it wasn't super unique and hard to remember, I would say.
I'm gonna make Warren make a take here potentially.
Sure, I'll say it.
Is it time to put a fork in them?
What do you mean? Time to put a fork in them?
Is it
Explain
time to
the
be
foreigner.
like? Is it like? Are they done?
How frank do you want me to be? How honest do you want me to be?
Don't be nice.
Okay, you could say something and I'll react to it. Let's go like that.
The fork's already there.
Oh
Oh my god.
my god. Okay. I'll give a lesser take on that. I think it's going to be extremely difficult for them to gain a lot of success with the current landscape of girl groups.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, I wish them the best of luck because I like a lot of the members in this group, and I like that they're doing a very distinct concept, which not many people are doing anymore. But at the same
Committed.
time, they're doing a concept is a little bit dated, right? So it goes both ways with that. But interesting take from Warren. Okay, I know he has takes about this next song too. So, Card, Dumb,
boy.
Litty. So Card is from DSP. They debuted in July 2017. They're special because they might be the only co-ed group other than that new K-Tigers group that just came out. Their last 3 songs are Bomb Bomb, Ride the Way, You and Me. They have 0 music show wins so far. Mm-hmm. Before we get some takes here, this song was produced by BM himself, so he's the tall, jacked guy of the group. Okay, Warren. We talked about this song yesterday when we were talking to each other.
I'd rather listen to the Laboum song.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, wait, why?
Do you guys remember why I didn't like Kill This Love?
Because there was a lot of things going on.
It felt like they're doing trap hip hop music in not a good way, in like a 2012 kind of way, like a old fashioned way, like a very like EDM inspired trap. That's kind of over. We need to stop doing that, guys. This is like YG production stuff. Stop. This is like Teddy from like 2013 thing.
Okay.
That's what got strong vibes from that. That's kind of why I didn't like it.
My feelings about this song are, as a song, right? Just as Dumb Litty as the song, I would work out to this song, right? Like,
it's lit.
This is pretty lit. It was really trappy though, of course, right?
Yes.
Card is like actively going as hard in the paint as possible, right? Like for sure. Mm-hmm. This song is completely geared towards a Western audience, which has been Card's problem up until this point, I think, fundamentally. I want to commend them though for not going tropical house with this song.
Oh my god, if they went for more.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I like Dumb Litty, but I don't know if it's like a song that will work for K-pop. But maybe that's not what they're trying to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I really don't think this is like this. To me, this is on the edge of K-pop. I don't know if I would really categorize this as K-pop. Really, not that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's just.
But you mean even individually as a song, you're not a huge fan?
Sorry, not a fan. Not a what?
Not a big fan of this song. Just on like a song production value. This as a music.
Oh no, the production value is great. The music video is beautiful. Everyone's talented. I'm just not a fan of the song itself.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah.
I kind of get
the song is really well made. It's beautifully well made song. I'm not gonna argue against that. Talented man. Just the song should have dropped 4 years ago.
Oh, okay. Anita, what do you think of Dumb Litty?
I don't know. I think, like you mentioned before, I was just really pleasantly surprised that it wasn't a very tropical house song, you know, because I was afraid they were gonna stay with that sound again. And I think this sounds different for Card, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Like, it's still very much like their theme, like a very hard, very non-traditional K-pop sound, but it's a little different than their usual stuff, which I thought was nice. I personally think, I don't know, I didn't think it sounded that outdated to me, but I don't know. I'm just glad that it's a little different, but still has like their flavor. That makes sense.
I mean, it does definitely have their flavor. They're killing the choreo. They're going nuts. The styling was ridiculous, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like they were bringing out all the weapons. They were ready for a fight, for sure, right? Like legit, they were ready for a fight.
Prepared.
But Card is one of those enigmas in the industry, right? Because they're a co-ed group. Mm-hmm. They really have a Western sound to them, and it's like they've chosen that route instead of doing, because I'm pretty sure that they're not super popular within Korea itself. A lot of their hype is from an international perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I like Dumb Litty itself. I don't know if it's gonna be the song that pushes them into the stratosphere, because obviously there's a lot of competition right now, right? At the same time, I wonder what their like career trajectory will end up being. It could go in a bunch of ways.
True.
Honestly, at the end of the day, even though I like heavily criticized their like the song direction they were going in for, it's gonna do pretty well. There's no way this isn't gonna perform well in terms of the Western audience.
And I think especially relative to their last couple releases, they're definitely gonna do better. Because it's just a big change.
Business wise, perfect move.
All right, now let's move on to what probably everyone's been waiting for, right?
Oh boy.
So today, on September 23rd, we were blessed with Twice's Feel Special. So probably everyone knows this, but Twice is from JYP. They debuted back in October 2015. Last 3 songs, Fancy, Yes or Yes, Dance the Night Away. 90 music show wins.
Oh my gosh.
Let that sink in. 90 music show wins. That puts them third all time behind EXO and Girls' Generation.
Wow.
It's about to be 100 soon with this comeback.
Yep. Okay. For me.
For you.
At least top 3 songs of the year.
Oh, okay.
I think this is at minimum top 3 songs of the year.
I agree. Same here.
Oh.
I'm going to make one. I have only positive things to say, but I got to make a joke about something, right? Because I do that about most music videos. Do y'all know that rock candy that you used to eat growing up? So if you don't know what it is, Google rock candy. It's like this crystallized sugar that comes on a wooden stick, right?
It comes on a stick?
Yeah, it comes on a wooden stick. It's like a lollipop, but it's crystallized sugar, right?
Oh, this thing.
That is what Jui's crown was made out of in this music
It
video.
looks beautiful.
What are you saying?
I'm telling you, if you look up rock candy and then you look up the music video Chewy's crown with the things, it's rock candy. I swear.
Okay.
That's the only thing I thought was funny about this music video.
My goodness.
So JYP himself did the lyrics for this music video, right? And
Oh,
he
interesting.
said that the lyrics are based on his conversations with the Twice members. This for me
Kind of feels like
is
it.
their most legendary song based on impact.
Impact. We don't know the impact yet.
Okay, no, like about
Context, you mean?
On a personal level, how I felt about this song, right?
Okay.
I normally, admittedly, do not read tons of the lyrics of the songs because I have a somewhat decent understanding of Korean as a whole, right? If I miss some words, miss the meaning, it's okay, right? That's how I generally consume K-pop. The lyrics of this song are, oh my goodness, you
They're
must
so nice.
read the lyrics of the song. For me, this is their Born This Way equivalent with Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Ah.
Here's one of the lyrics. Again, I feel special. 1 minute, I feel like I'm nothing at all. Like no one in the world would notice if I'm gone. But when I hear you calling me, I feel loved. I feel so special. Oh my goodness.
Real heartwarming moment right there.
Anita, what did you think of this? Because,
Honestly, I think my favorite part of this comeback has been the lyrics, like the message behind it. I think the song itself is really catchy. The music video, the outfits, the styling is really, really beautiful, really well done. I liked how they focused on every single member.
Yes.
I noticed that a lot, and I feel like I already had enough screen time. Like I don't know. I liked the attention they gave to the individuals. I think
that was
good.
Yeah, that was one of the main comments I would see everywhere where people were reacting to this was that the line distribution was fantastic. Yo, Chang starting the song?
Yes.
What?
Kind of crazy.
They gave you fan service with Mi Chang and Saida too? Like, oh my, like the return of Mina. Oh my goodness.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Mina. That's why we got the green light going on the Candy Bangzi, yo.
Are you going to have it turned on the whole time?
Yes, I might run out of batteries, but it's worth it. I bought some batteries just for this today.
Oh, man.
But for me, the star of this music video, our Lord and Savior Jihyo. Oh my. If Fancy was Chang's era, this is Jihyo's era. Or fight me on that. Like,
Oh.
I will die on that mountain. Seriously.
Long time ago. This is like episode 4 or 5, something like that. We did a video about ultimate biases in K-pop. I picked 3. And I called it the House of Triple J or something like that.
You did.
Yes.
It was Juri, Jonghyun, and then our dear Lord and Savior, our God, got yourself. And I was like, kill it, girl, kill it, girl.
Their costumes were ridiculous, right? they gave you like the moments you wanted, right? Like it was a little bit fan servicey, which was I think tremendous considering. It's so amazing that they chose to do such a meaningful song that coincided with the comeback of Mina, right? Like
exactly, yeah.
Even her lines, if you go read them, I almost cried. Like, not gonna lie. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, this is my favorite song of the year. I will say that.
Oh, dang.
This is. I don't think I've been on day one this hyped for any of the other songs. Even I am always Eyes One fan, right? This song made me more hyped than like Violetta did this year.
How about Vampire?
Let's not talk about that.
Here's what I think. Right, we talked plenty about the lyrics. We talked plenty about the lyrics line distribution. Looking at Fancy, right? Because that was their big concept change. Correct. That was their new direction. Yep. And even then, okay, to be honest, looking back at Fancy, even then, if you don't look at the music video and listen to just the song, you still kind of get this Twice, Candy kind of vibe. You get that kind of like
that's true.
Vibe.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
And then Breakthrough came out in the Japanese singles, and that was very, very, on that it took that new direction even further, and then this song dropped, and I feel like they've kind of definitely figured out a new color that they're gonna go in.
Yes, I agree.
And it's I don't know what to call it yet. It's not sexy. It's not girl crush. It's definitely not any of those.
It's more mature,
It's definitely more mature. It's like it's like taking Eyes One and giving them 5 more years of like experience. It's it's kind of like that, like it's different, but it's not the same. It's just a hard word, but I feel like this new pivoting point. This has been one of the most successful concept pivots I've ever seen in the whole history of K-pop. This is very like ground solidifying comeback, which I'm digging very much.
I had been struggling with the thought this entire the whole day today.
Mm-hmm.
For me, this song. Okay, I don't know if y'all agree with me at home. You might not. You may. This song for me puts Twice as the greatest girl group of all time. For the reason why I said that is I don't think I've ever felt as emotionally touched by obviously number 2 would be Girls' Generation song than any of the songs they had. I think that the depth that this song reached is ridiculous. Like I know we review music on this show, right? K-pop. Sometimes it's not meaningful at all, right? Sometimes it's deep, but like this hit me right in the feels. Like, oh my goodness. Maybe it's because like previous to Eyes One, I was a big Twice fan, right? But like this hit me hard. Like, oh man. For me, in my heart, they're the GOAT now.
That's damn.
I don't know. Okay.
That's quite something, dude.
Before we talk a little bit more, here were some of the things that came out of it. So Twice's Mina will not be participating in the Feel Special promotional activities. I think that makes complete sense. So this was announced at their press event for this album. And then before the showcase began, a representative from the company came out and said that. Additionally, reporters were being rude again. They were asking questions about Jio and her relationship with Kang Daniel. And then the JYP representative said like, hell no, you ain't doing that. And then they said like, don't ask those questions. Additionally, Twice scored number 1 on all major real-time charts with Feel Special. So I don't know right now, but earlier in the day, they were number 1 on every single chart, but Melon, they were number 3 on. I'm assuming it all killed by this point, maybe by tomorrow.
Probably.
Oh my goodness, though. I don't know if we got anything else to say about this song, but for me, heavy candidate for Song of the Year, for sure.
This, a big trend in EDM recently has been tech house. It's a mix of house music and techno music. This has been the only example of tech house being incorporated in a good way into K-pop so far.
Okay.
And this might be the new trend.
I hope it is.
Remember when everyone was doing future bass and everyone was doing tropical pop? This might be the next thing, guys. Just putting that out there. Yeah.
Here's the one other thing about this song. Twice is known for killing moments, right? Shy, fancy, right? All that stuff. This song does not crutched by any like specific one killing moment. It's held together by the entire song.
That's true.
I would say so.
I would say so.
I'm proud of them for like not having to have one like thing that's like this is the point you're supposed to remember. Do you know what I mean? Like there's no like shy in this music video.
Well, I do remember the moments with their dear Lord and Savior. Better.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like
I know what you mean.
It's not like geared up to be like this is the killing moment.
No, yeah.
So shout out to Twice. Y'all are JYP is on such a hot streak right now.
Oh, one more. I wanted to mention one more thing.
Okay.
This kind of goes along. I know how we're getting stuff like Twice is trying to come to America. That kind of stuff. Like
yeah, there's been rumors.
This kind of goes along those lines, like world tours. Do you kind of get what I'm saying? I feel like they're like
elaborate.
I feel like we might start to see Twice on stuff like Ellen or stuff like that in like the next 365 days.
Well, Lord knows they're gonna need Mina because the English levels are interesting in the group. That's what we're at Twice for this week. They'll get by. I'm sure they'll get by.
I'm sure they'll study English before that happens.
They'll just have Daehyun be Trolly because that's what she was at the concert and it was the best part. But that covers all the big new releases for this week. Let's move on to our show winners. So the show did not have a chart or winner this week, but on Show Champion, X1 picked up their 10th win. On M Countdown, they picked up their 11th win.
Wow.
So shout out to X1. The other major winner from this week was Bolpaigan 4, which won 3 shows for Workaholic. So they won Music Bang, Show Music Core, and Inkigayo. It's going to be difficult for... Okay, so Twice doesn't qualify for this week. I know Dreamcatcher does. Dreamcatcher needs to win tomorrow if they want to win something, I believe. And then starting next week, it's gonna be tough because anything that Twice enters, they'll probably win. That's just the reality of the situation. But that keep going, Warren.
No. Someone in the Discord left the vote situation for the show, and they were looking good for Dreamcatcher.
Dreamcatcher was winning by a country mile, as they would say.
80-something% back like last week. So I hope they win.
But let's move on to everyone's favorite segment, it seems.
Oh, boy.
Hot Takes with Harold. So for those of you who are new, who have just started listening to Soju Talk, on this segment, my cousin, Hot Take Harold, will come on and give his weekly hot take. Then the crew will react and discuss the take. But keep in mind that this is just for fun and entertainment, and the take may not represent the true opinions of the crew. And it'll probably get spicy. So Lego, I will go get cousin Harold now.
Hello, Harold.
I'm starting to get excited for Harold now. Dunk does such a bad of changing the screen.
Not very discreet.
Oh, it's Harold!
Harold here.
Hey, what's up, man?
Harold, what's up with your hair color?
Oh, wow.
The weekly hot take is Jennie going solo completely ruined the momentum and perception of BlackPink. Boom.
Oh man, Harold coming at the puns. Jennie going solo. Okay, I see you.
Bye, Harold.
Bye, man.
Wait, we had
Look, you're back.
Okay. That was cousin Harold. He also has a Twice T-shirt because I took him to the concert.
Wow. Okay.
It was a great time.
Okay.
So, Hot Take Harold's weekly take was Jennie going solo, in quotation marks, obviously a reference to her song, completely ruined the momentum and perception of BlackPink. Oof. That's a little bit spicy.
It's very spicy today.
So, of course, because I live with Harold and he's my cousin, he told me the take a couple days in advance. So, I had some time to think about this one. On a surface level, right? I want to agree with this take, but because of circumstances out of their control, I can't agree with it.
I think we're all thinking the same thing. Yeah.
So I mean by that is the perception of BlackPink right now is that Jennie going solo, they haven't had any releases since then, right? Mm-hmm. No, wait. Okay, never mind.
Kill this love,
right? Kill this love happened. But more or less, Jennie going solo started what they wanted to be the start of all the solo promotions, right? That seemed to be what was on their plate. At least that's what YG was telling us. But at this point, you can't really believe a lot of what they're telling us. That's okay. But there was so much coverage of like people claiming that the other members weren't being as treated well as Jennie, right? Different outfit, like basically they were saying Jennie's outfits cost more money. She's the favorite of YG, that kind of stuff, right? So on a surface level, you might be like, yeah, Jennie ruined the funk of BlackPink and their momentum because she had that weird like solo song in the middle and no one's gotten a solo thing and now they have no promotions, right? But for me, I think the real tragedy of BlackPink is the downfall of their company. So that's why I can't blame Jennie specifically for that.
I would also agree with you. Not the hot take, right? Like they didn't have. They had momentum going, you know, through solo, through Kill This Love. It was the best momentum in the world.
They had so much post doo momentum. Right?
Yeah,
like
they came out of Turuturu with a lot of like attention, a lot of image, and a lot of speed. Is just my finger would really point towards YG's management because they didn't release anything, even after Kill This Love, and like, and then like the general way they treated YG, I mean BlackPink, not Jennie in specific, just BlackPink in general.
Anita, what's your initial reactions to the take?
Well, like you guys mentioned, I just feel like it's the wording of the hot take, I would say, is a little bit misleading because of course it wasn't like, I don't think Jennie could have done the solo herself. Like I don't think it was her own idea, right? Like there was someone behind it. And I think my personal feelings when I found out that she was having a solo was that it was very odd because it felt too soon to be starting solo projects and not focusing on the group, right? Just group promotions, group activities, more songs in general to have before they start doing solo stuff. So that's kind of why I agree with the take, but only halfway, because I don't see, like, I feel like the take kind of blames Jennie in a way, but I don't think it's really her fault. But I feel like the solo activity just didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
So in an ideal world, right? So like Jennie's solo, I believe, came out last fall. Don't quote me on that, but I know it came out last year at some point.
Yes.
They had Kill This Love in the spring, right?
Right.
Yes.
Because it happened the week I came and visited you guys in Michigan.
Yeah.
In an ideal scenario, maybe I think Rose was supposed to be the next one. Don't quote me on that, but someone was supposed to have the next solo, right? That probably could have came out in like end of July. And then we probably would have gotten either another solo around this time or a new BlackPink song as a whole, right? That's what one would expect. And then maybe at the end of the year, we get the final solo. So in between the solo promotions, they would still have BlackPink songs, right? But BlackPink is notorious for not having promotions, right?
Okay, here's the thing. Even at that point, my question would be, why would you have solo promotions? Their reasoning for having a solo promotion was to kind of build up to a BlackPink get-together. That's not gonna happen if you spread that stuff over like 2 years.
I just feel like they're too new. Like, why do the solo promotions before the group promotions?
The thing is, it's crazy with me and BlackPink because it's like they're not that new. They just don't have a lot of songs.
They're 3 years in now.
Right.
Yeah.
They're such an enigma because everything they release will be super successful, yet they don't release anything, right? It's such a weird situation.
It's in a really I'm really wondering where they're gonna go next, right? Because
I think
go.
Oh, I think the direction that YG as a company goes, and including BlackPink obviously goes, is the most interesting storyline of the next 6 months to a year.
Here's the thing, right? They take risks that make no sense. That's my conclusion with BlackPink. They took a big risk with doing solo. They took a big risk with doing huge like gaps between comebacks, and now they're doing dome tour in Japan.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it feels a little bit all over the place.
It's like feels like they want to make stuff look like it's all okay, make stuff look like it's cool and that they're really successful, which I'm not saying they're not successful, but I feel like YG is really like inflating this a little bit more.
And we're gonna talk more about YG in one of the news stories this week. So
okay.
So I think the crew's kind of on the same terms. Like on a surface level, yeah, this hot take probably makes a little sense, but at the same time, Harold needs to slow his roll a little because YG as a company is a big factor in the take.
Yes.
Yeah.
Boom. But we will see Harold next week. So news and events now. Okay, so last Monday, we record on Mondays. Last Monday, post recording, we generally hang out, talk about things, how we've been. One of the breaking news were some Jungkook dating rumors. So on September 16th, yes. A photo from leaked CCTV footage, which is pretty much closed-circuit TV, surfaced on an online community of a man that was allegedly Jungkook hugging a woman from behind, also known as a back hug. The post immediately spread across the internet and sparked a flood of dating rumors about the BTS member. And in a statement later, Big Hit Entertainment said, "We will figure out whether the CCTV footage was leaked or if there was illegal filming and take strong legal action against the disclosure of personal information and an invasion of privacy. Furthermore, we announced that we will also take legal action against the spread of false rumors." So basically they're saying it's false rumors, and we will also look into if someone is leaking CCTV footage.
They figured out who these people are. They're just random people.
They did? Okay.
Yeah, like pictures like popped up of like who these people are. They're just random ass people.
So in terms of the picture itself, there was like a back hug picture, and then they also put a picture next to it of Jungkook on his break eating with a girl that somewhat resembled the girl in the picture. That was the main thing. And yeah, so
no, a picture later popped up of those two people in the CCTV eating at a nearby restaurant. They're both
the same
guys.
people? Okay.
Yeah, no, they're just two random guys.
So this got blown out of proportion because
completely.
So the supposed girl in the picture is a decently famous tattoo artist, and she completely denied the dating rumors with BTS Jungkook, even though she is a friend of him. That's confirmed. The weirdest thing that happened was rapper Hash Swan. So if you're,
oh my god.
Hash Swan also has that curly black hair thing that Jungkook is doing right now, right? People were claiming it was him, and he posted the picture on his Instagram. He's like, "Nah, fam, that ain't me," right? That's basically what he did.
Basically.
And then people started harassing him to a ridiculous amount. Like,
but why?
I don't know.
Why him?
But there are fans of Jungkook who were saying, "Don't you ever compare yourself to him." Like that kind of statements, like ridiculous statements out of left field, saying like, "You're not even an ounce of what Jungkook is." That's what they were basically saying to him. And he's like, "Bro, I'm just trying to say it's not me." Like that was the feeling I got. But this is more of this story is a reflection of sometimes the intense fan culture that comes along with stardom. It was a mess because you're dragging number one Jungkook into this, you're dragging his friends into this, and you're dragging third parties into this.
Those of you guys know what kind of music I listen to. I hang out in like Korean rap forums and stuff. There were so many like wars and trolling and fights this week between certain BTS fans and certain rap fans. It's wild. Y'all gotta chill. We just trying to live a happy life.
At the same time,
oh man,
on a surface level, fans are getting upset that one of the members of a group they like is dating, and our stance on that, where we think that's kind of ridiculous as a whole, right? So
yes, of course.
It's just a reflection of all that's in this K-pop circle that's kind of bad, objectively, right? Like,
take a chill pill, guys.
Okay, so that's all I want to say about that. It's like everyone needs to take a little bit of a chill pill, and even if he was dating someone, isn't that good news for him, right? Like that's the final thought.
Chill pill.
But let's move on to the YG Entertainment Company meeting. This is a strange story because not that much press coverage. It's finally being picked up a little bit on a Western media level, but photos were posted on Facebook on September 20th, revealing that YG Entertainment held a company-wide meeting that included a lot of artists from the company. So, the pictures show many members of the YG Entertainment family entering. This includes some Winner and iKON members, BlackPink, Treasure 13, Akdong musician. They even got CL and Sandra Park to show up to this meeting.
Boy. Bruh.
What?
The reason I want to bring this up because we don't obviously have any of the facts as to what happened, but the speculation was crazy. So some things I heard, maybe they're meeting because of GD's return next month, which is supposed to be happening. Maybe they held a state of the company as this was an hour after the Korean stock exchange closed for the weekend. Other people said maybe they're introducing a new CEO, but all I know is that when you have like a big meeting with everyone from your company together, something big is happening, right? That's pretty clear, I would say. Other people are saying maybe they're telling them the path forward because they do have to pay Louis Vuitton back all that money, right? Like maybe they're trying to re-sign the talent to save the company. We don't know what's going on, but those are all potential things that could have happened.
Some people are saying possibly it's that regular drug testing thing that YG was bluffing, or maybe he's serious about. We have no idea.
Yeah, but one of the things that happened was that I can't confirm this happened, but some people were stating that BlackPink were late for a fan meeting that was held the same day because of this meeting.
Oh, what?
And that would imply to me something big happened, right?
That's an emergency meeting then. That's
but we don't really know. But at that fan meeting, so some good news that they said they're working on new music. So that's cool, right? The weird thing that's been happening and photos have been circulating online is that BlackPink's fan meeting pushes through despite tons of empty seats.
That too.
If you look up the photos online, for a group that is that successful, it was quite empty.
For a couple of things about BlackPink, right? They don't have a lot of fan meetings. I feel like this was one of their few fan meetings they've ever had. And even so, according to people who went, I read afterthought kind of thing from like a review post from a GFriend fan, so a buddy. And she was like, I've been looking, I looked around. There was a lot of buddies that I recognized. There was a lot of international fans. And I was like, where is the core Korean fandom? That's kind of like an alarming thing if you don't have a core fandom in Korea, which should be your main source of income.
Okay, as we said before in the hot take, it's like BlackPink YG is really compelling right now. But in terms of this story, the all hands meeting, which is a term that's generally used in companies, which means everyone's getting together. We don't know if this was an emergency meeting or exactly what happened, but just the fact that they're meeting a lot of people together, including Treasure 13, CL, and Sandra Park, was the weirdest thing about this, right?
I thought CL's in America.
Because she was in Korea apparently for this meeting. Something must be happening, right? And we'll find out in the future.
Oh, fun fact about BlackPink. Did you guys know that they were supposed to drop the Japanese version of Kill This Love this month?
Did they?
No.
Huh.
Am I surprised?
No.
I mean, I think you're riding them a little bit too hard. It's not like...
I hope they do.
Yeah.
Eventually.
I hope they do, eventually, yeah.
But let's move on to some other news that could have been groundbreaking. So...
Oh, boy.
Former member of Pristin, Kyla, started a YouTube channel, as some of you know, and she released a Q&A video. So So on September 21st, she revealed in a YouTube Q&A video many things, including why she went on hiatus and many other things about being in Pristin. So these were the three main points. First thing about the hiatus, she said, so as a lot of you know, she went on a hiatus because of health reasons, right? I'm pretty sure that everyone knows that now, but if you didn't, she said, in actuality, this is a direct quote, the reason why I went on hiatus is because I ended up getting injured. I got a concussion while filming our second music video, and the doctors and my company, Pledis Entertainment, decided that it would be best if I took a rest period and recovered from this injury. So we got clarification on what happened to her, right? Second big thing was on the disbandment of Pristin. She said, and I quote, what I can tell you is that a lot of things happen behind the scenes that you all are unaware of. And ultimately, we all came to the decision. We all came to this mutual agreement that it would be best if we went our separate paths. We all have our own callings, and we thought that at this point, it would be best if we went our separate directions. The most interesting thing was, lastly, one of the questions she answered was, how many unreleased songs does Priston have?
Oh.
She said, we have, I'd say, about 20 to 30 unreleased songs from our trainee days. We've made a lot, and we've been songwriting for several years. It's so fun to look back and see all the songs that we produced and how much we've grown over time. That's not speaking to me that they're all great songs or they're all like perfect songs, but at the same point, they did have content that never got released.
That's frustrating, I think, more than anything.
Watching the video, though, my overall feeling was that it is really clear to me that she has an NDA with Pledis. So an NDA is a non-disclosure agreement, which basically means that since she has left Pledis Entertainment, she can't like say terrible things about Pledis Entertainment, even though she wants to.
Right.
Because she's legally obligated not to. Because if she wanted to, I'm sure she could have made nuclear takes about stuff, right?
I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like she's come to, maybe not satisfying, but an agreeable position with her future career. Mm-hmm. And it's unfortunate what happened. At the same time,
I did get the sentiment though that fans were a little disappointed because she was teasing this like she was about
right.
like
that's the feeling
drop a bomb on everyone.
I mean, I bet Pledis contacted Kyla right after she posted that on Instagram and were like, remember that NDA
they could have
we signed?
low-key just send her a scan of the part of the NDA and say,
that's probably what they did. Be like, just in case you forgot, judging by your new Instagram story. But
I wish Kyla the best of luck. It seems like she's going to be going in like a YouTuber influencer type path, and she does have obviously a lot of insider information onto K-pop scene in general. So shout out to Kyla.
If they actually made 20 to 30 unreleased songs and she has talent with song producing, dude, she's gonna be fine in America, So,
but we don't know if she was the one who was making those songs. We just know as a group they had that many.
Oh, I thought I thought they were working on them together.
Who knows? Lastly, 17 strikes gold with Fear. So 17 triples their own album sell rate in a day with an ode compared to their last release. So within the first day, they sold 160,000 copies of the album, making it number 1 on real-time daily album charts on Hanteo. This rate currently triples the sales of their previous album, which was released in January. And the crazier thing that happened was 17 breaks their own personal album sale record with an ode. They sold 700,000 albums in the first week.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy. Is a lot because
they're doing great.
If you remember last week, we covered album sales, right? They had about 500 thousand, right? And they were in second place. We had 700,000. They're at 1.2 million. They are doubled who was ever in third place now.
Wow.
17. When EXO is not around, is the premier K-pop boy group.
That's impressive.
If you do a boy group tier list, A tier stuff right there.
Yeah, I know BTS would be in their own tier, and 17 would be whatever tier is below that.
Oh yeah.
But shout out to 17 because 700,000 albums. Goddamn, a lot of money.
That's a lot of albums.
In terms of quick takes, we got 3 of them. So the first one, ITZY drops dates and locations for overseas premiere showcase tour called ITZY with a question mark, ITZY with an exclamation point. I'm not going to say it.
ITZY!
Yeah, so as the power rookie girl group from JYP Entertainment, ITZY launched a premiere showcase tour to visit their international fans for the first time in the United States and other parts of Asia. According to the schedule, the tour will kick off in Jakarta on November 2nd and end in New York, I'm going to try to go to this, on January 26th, making the tour an almost 2-month-long journey. Here are their stops: Jakarta, Macau, Taipei, Manila, Singapore, Bangkok, Los Angeles, Minneapolis, Houston, Washington, D.C., and New York.
What's a premiere showcase tour?
So it's similar, what I'm guessing, to what TXT did last year, or earlier this year, where it's more like a showcase where they do some songs, they do Q&A, fan engagement.
Okay.
It's not a concert. It's more like a traveling showcase tour. Should be interesting though.
It should be interesting, yeah.
If the prices aren't bananas, I might be trying to go to it when they come to New York. So we'll have
I think
to
the
see.
price will be bananas. That's the thing.
I know. Next one, G-Idol to aim for U.S. market with new music and more. According to an exclusive report from Billboard, G-Idol is preparing a U.S.-focused rollout with their upcoming music, singles, video, and American shows. This follows a partnership between their agency Cube Entertainment and a newly established PR agency. I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's a lowercase E2PR. Strategic Communications. That's the name of their company. So E2PR Strategic Communications. The group is currently working on their third mini album EP. So I think that's a Korean one though. But if you want to look into it, G-Idol has had some controversies as of late with some cultural appropriations. So this is some interesting news to come out right now. But I'll let the audience look that up on themselves if they're curious. Lastly, Red Velvet's Irene named trends worldwide as she opens up an Instagram account.
Wow.
However, so she opened the Instagram and it got flagged and taken down because of the large number of followers in such a short amount of time. And it took a couple days for it to get back up and running, but it is up now. I can confirm that. I followed it. And exciting news for Irene. War, do you got anything to say about this one?
I just think it's funny.
Okay, I don't know. I thought it was just funny that they removed it because of like fraud reasons, but that pretty much...
I'm following her, so...
Okay, well that pretty much concludes all the news for this week. In terms of comeback and releases next week, we got 3 and they're really interesting. So September 25th, Wednesday, Actong Musicians coming back.
Ooh.
Pretty cool because it's the first time they're coming back after, I think his name's Chen Hyuk, right? He came back from the military. So first release of that. September 26th, Thursday, former Girls' Generation member Jessica. Cool. And then on September 30th, Monday, One Us is coming back.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So a mixture of veterans, indie, and somewhat rookie-ish groups.
Yeah, yep.
And in terms of the confirmed comeback news on the horizon, AB6, October 7th. On and Off, October 7th. New West, October 21st. And Zico sometime in October.
Oh.
First time he's releasing music under King of the Jungle Entertainment.
Oh. Okay.
So cool.
Interesting.
Let's get into State of the Nation now. So what have you guys been doing in the world of K-pop lately?
I've been doing great.
Elaborate, sir.
I've been watching this TV show. It's maybe you've heard of it. You know, it's like a TV show with a lot of girl groups. They happen to do some competitions. You know, they might, be covering each other's, songs and stuff. Have you heard of it? I forgot the names. The names at the tip of my tongue. It's
Are you really gonna go with this bit? That's what I'm curious of. All right, so clearly Warren's talking about Queendom.
Queendom.
Yes.
So if you don't know what Queendom is, it is a show where they have 6 girl groups: Mamamoo, AOA, Oh My Girl, Yeoja Idol, Lovelies, and Park Bom, surprisingly, competing against each other. And I think the goal of the show is to be the one who they're all going to release music on the final day, and whoever charts the highest, I think, wins. Something like that. But all you got to know, it's a girl group competition show. The stages have been very intriguing.
Yeah.
Some have been amazing, yeah.
So on the first round, I'm going to drop some... Actually, I don't know if I should drop some spoilers. Let's not drop spoilers, actually. But
Okay.
AOA has been so impressive so far.
Bro.
Right? Like, we thought AOA was done.
No, I was right. I was wrong. Man.
I'll give you some general gist of how people are doing. AOA completely exceeding everyone's expectations. Mamamoo's doing their Mamamoo thing, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh My Girl's doing surprisingly well, I would say. They've been killing it.
I'm not surprised.
Yeoja Idol's about what you would expect, right? They've been doing some cool stuff. Lovely's is a bit of a struggle city, not gonna lie. Like, that's not my perspective. That's what's been going on the show, right?
Well, based on the first round results, yeah.
Bit of a struggle city. And Park Bom, it's been an enigma, sort of like Park Bom is.
Good to see her back, regardless of her performance.
Some things that are, in terms of the show, low ratings for the show. That's the first
really?
major thing.
Yeah.
It's under like 1%. I think it's at like 0.5% ratings.
Hmm.
I mean,
not
I'm not
doing-
too surprised.
Additionally, as I said, so this last in round 2, up until the show right now, they've completed round 1 and round 2 performances, but they did not rank them in round 2. Yeoja Idol had a performance that they described as ethnic hip, and it had some African themes, some, I would say, Indian themes going on in the song. And there was a bit of a controversy. A lot of people said it was cultural appropriation, which I don't think it was them being racist, but I do think it was them being a little bit ignorant of the things they were portraying.
For sure.
Yeah, they could have worded it better, honestly, and then avoided this controversy. But at the same time, it's like, why would you?
And it's
like,
especially poignant news coming off of the fact that they are expanding into the West now. And if they do this kind of thing, the backlash will be real.
yeah.
People will judge. People
They'll
will
judge.
judge.
But do you all have favorite performances? We could at least name them.
I really liked Oh My Girls and AOA
From this, so Oh My Girl
from
and
this week. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh My Girl did a cover. So this week they're covering each other's songs. And
Yes,
Oh
yes,
My
yes.
Girl covered Lovely's Destiny in a traditional Korean way.
It was beautiful.
Beautiful.
I loved it.
And what was the other
Yeah.
one you said? AOA?
AOA.
AOA
man.
covered Mamamoo's Egotistic. They had a suit theme. And check out the backup dancers at the end, y'all. Absolute flames.
Oh.
That was great.
Bro, if I had a weave, it got snatched. But I do not, so... But, man, I think in general, though, this show... I love the performance, but the show's not doing well.
That's surprising to me.
I mean, okay. The show's not set up to do amazing to begin with, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at the timing they're set at, it's one of their like side shows. This isn't like a
Okay.
yeah.
Over Chuseok weekend, there was another competition show called V1, right? So that was
yeah.
Right.
rookie-ish girl group vocalists competed against each other in a 2-day competition, right? I watched all of it.
Oh wow.
There were a lot of good performances. I'm going to name the 3 people that stood out. I'm not going to say who won or lost, though, so you could check that out. The obvious one, Uju Sonyo's Yeonjung. Incredible.
Of course.
Of course.
Check out her performances. Wakey Makey Suyeon. I did not know of her that much. Incredible vocalist. For me, my favorite performance was Cherry Bullet Bora, who I did not know before this show.
Oh,
It's
okay.
this little blonde girl with a bob cut who kind of has a Sakura thing going on. She kind of looks like Aizuan Sakura a bit.
Oh man, I see it. Oh, you're right.
Vocals, like, face melted me. Like, that was my favorite performance.
What do you mean face melted you?
Like, I was like, the entire time she was singing. Because she has a very timid, like, outward appearance. She's very soft-spoken, timid. She sang like a song with power notes at the end.
Okay.
I don't think it was possible for those sounds to come out of that little body of hers. It was like ridiculous. So please check out that performance. And she is now my bias in Cherry Bullet.
Oh
Wow.
That's how good it
wow.
was.
Intense.
That's how good it was.
I'm very surprised.
But have you guys been doing anything else in the world of K-pop?
Produce.
Oh, okay, did it
101.
start?
Oh,
Did it
wait,
start?
did it start?
It starts on Thursday.
Okay.
So the
All I-
26th.
All I've been seeing are the memes, Anita.
Same.
I'm really excited. They look like they're just having a fun time, honestly.
I hope someone subs this because, like,
Please,
if
yes.
they don't sub it, I'm gonna have to, like, essentially I'll just watch the performances. You know what I mean? Like, because I
I'll
won't
watch
understand what's
everything,
going
but
on.
I won't know
Oh.
what's going on half of the time.
My 8 months of Japanese education and 5 years of anime weaving is now coming into fruition. This is where it is. I'm being rewarded.
I mean, because, like, I've tried to watch Japanese variety shows without context, and it was a struggle. Like,
It's rough.
I used to be into AKB a little, and I tried to watch, like, AK Bingo, and even though that show was, like, games and stuff, I'd be like, they say a joke, and I'm like, ha, Like, you know what I mean? Just because someone I like is laughing, I'm like, I guess it was funny.
I saw a bunch of the 1 minute PR videos.
Oh my god, they're so funny.
There was that one kid who was wearing the blow up suit of like him being held by a dinosaur or something.
Oh, an alien.
An alien, right? And I was like, bro.
Wasn't there a kid who did like a siren? Like, I think.
Oh my god, yeah.
That was the funniest one. I couldn't handle that. But please go check out Produce 101 Japan. I think it's good because you could tell a lot of the kids on there realize they're not super talented, but they're like, I'm just gonna be funny and be me, and that's really refreshing.
They're entertaining for sure.
Very Japanese.
I heard the group is gonna be permanent.
Oh,
it's not gonna
really?
be a temporary thing.
So
I read it on Reddit
so
just today.
interesting.
So that's pretty cool. But we'll look out for that. If they got subs at a timely manner, maybe we'll cover it. So shout out to that show.
Subtitle.
But this has been Soju Talk, your weekly shot of K-pop. I'm your boy Doug. I'd like to thank Warren and Anita for joining me today. Shout out to the SojuTalk crew. As a quick reminder, please like, subscribe, and comment. Take us on the road with iTunes, Spotify, or your favorite podcast platform. Join the SojuTalk Discord. Follow the SojuTalk SojuTalk Instagram, and be a part of the SojuTalk Nation.
Yes.
But we will see you all next week. Bye.
Bye.